Soul and Vibe Interactive is an innovative video and computer games company focused on developing and publishing standout games. Soul and Vibe specializes in the creation of original intellectual properties. Now, games are as fun to talk about as they are to play, and joining us again on New to the Street is Soul and Vibe CEO Tony Chiodo. Welcome to our New York studios.
Thank you for having me.
Great that you're here.
Thank you.
So first, what is Soul and Vibe Interactive?
Sure. So we're a digital content publisher, and we specialize in video games, interactive books, and music. And we have three core publishing brands that we put out our offerings. So the first is Soul and Vibe Interactive, which is our games and entertainment apps. The second is Soul and Vibe Books, which is, of course, for the interactive books category. And Soul and Vibe Music is for digitally distributed music that is available through either digital download or streaming through 10 to 12 of the biggest services right now.
And tell me a little bit about Soul and Vibe's latest products.
Sure. So in the fourth quarter, we actually launched two brand new products. The first is an interactive book. It's based on the John Deere brand. John Deere has created a proprietary character set that's based on its agricultural and its construction equipment. We actually created an interactive storybook where the storyline is that there's a huge epic snowstorm and Johnny Tractor and his friends have to prepare the town center for a big holiday celebration. Every page is filled with a ton of interactive content and various activities. It's designed for preschoolers. It's a premium app, so it's available for $2.99, and you can get that either through Amazon, through the App Store, or on Google Play. Now, one of the things that's great about our relationship with John Deere as one of our core licensed brand partners is that they have gone out of their way to introduce us to some of the other groups that they have as licensees. And so one of these groups is a toy company called Tomy International. Okay. So we announced back in November that we have a relationship with Tomy, and that starting in December of last year and continuing through at least July of this year, when you buy a Johnny Tractor and Friends toy, inside there's a fold-out poster. And one side of the poster is a call-out for our evolving line of books based on Johnny Tractor and Friends. Then the other side is a toy catalog, which shows the robust offerings that Tomy offers. And it's kind of a neat thing for us as a games company to have that relationship with a toy company, and we look forward to hopefully being able to evolve that further through subsequent products. We're working on a third book right now for the space. It's going to be more of a spring-themed book, and I think next time we get together, I'll probably bring some footage about that so we can show that off to people.
Fun.
And then the second product that we released was a very robust content expansion for a Match 3 game we released called Timeless Gems. Timeless Gems is a game that plays like Candy Crush. It's a Match 3 game. Yes, very, very addictive. And the big differentiator for us is that our Match 3 game is based off of classic books like Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz, Dracula, and the most recent offering we launched was Jungle Book. 37 brand new puzzles. There's a tie-in with the Rudyard Kipling side story based on Rikki Tikki Tavi. And we've opened up the gameplay content so you as a user can literally jump into the Timeless Gems library and play any book's worth of content that you want at any given time. Disney is actually launching a live-action Jungle Book movie in April, and so we think we'll hopefully be able to ride a little bit of the Disney coattails just because there'll be people aware of that brand as a property being out in the cinema. So.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us a brief financial update on Soul and Vibe?
Sure. So most recently in the third quarter, we were introduced to a new investor who has really expressed a lot of excitement about not only the gaming space, but also tech in general. And he's been really focused working with us on two core areas. The first is cleaning up our balance sheet, and the second is consolidating our debt, which we think when all is said and done is going to be a very good position for the company to have the best mode for success in 2016.
Recently, your company increased its share authorization. Can you explain a
Sure.
little bit more about that?
So when I first joined the company and we went public about 3 years ago, we were authorized to do 300 million shares, and we've never changed that in the time that I've been in as CEO. We've recently increased that up to 750 million, and the reason for that is really threefold. The first is that we wanted to continue to meet, obviously, our obligations for any of the convertible debentures we've had, because that's what we've used to finance the company. And second of all, I think we can use some equity for some potential merger and acquisition targets that we're taking a look at and investigating. And some of our development partners, we think that we can fund some of our additions to our production portfolio actually with company securities, which is good for tightening the relationships we have with our development partners.
Can you highlight a couple of core areas where your company is growing,
Sure.
in addition to what you just
Sure.
stated?
So in our two most recent quarterly filings, we hinted that we were setting up an office space in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're very close to having that completed. There's several reasons for why that's a good fit for us. There is an enormous amount of talent in the Salt Lake area, both as far as like engineering and art. There's a lot of tech growth happening in that area. It's getting a nickname of being called the Silicon Slopes. The tax rate is 50% of what it was for us in Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is great for the company. And Salt Lake City, Utah, like Minnesota, consistently fits within the top 5 most entrepreneurial-friendly places to do business in the country. So.
And where are Soul and Vibes products available?
You can find our products on the App Store for your Apple devices, on Google Play, Amazon, and Facebook. There is a mix of both premium products that are for cost and free-to-play that has monetized content.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Tony,
Thank
for
you for
being
having
here.
me.
And we look forward to another update about your company soon. And if you want to learn more about Soul and Vibe at home, you can visit soulandvibe.com.